Hi YouTube, this is the Peaceful Prepper again, and today I have a review of something called the, let's see if you can see it, the Portapow 4 AA AAA USB Charger and Power Bank. Actually, I think this will give you a clearer idea. This was their description. So this is what the review is. I'll say up front that my thoughts about this are very mixed, and I'll let you know what I think are the pros and the cons as the review progresses. But first, let me tell you what this is, show you what it comes with and what it's supposed to do. The thing that I was really drawn to about this is, let me show you the device. What it does two things. The first is it will charge batteries through a USB cable, but it will also use batteries to charge a USB device. So for instance, you can plug your cell phone into this and charge it. And my initial thought was this would be great in my bug out bag. The batteries are already there, and it would let me be able to recharge my phone without having to rely on something. I have this in my EDC, which is a typical USB charger. You charge this battery and it's available to charge. It doesn't use AA or AAA batteries. The disadvantage of this is they recommend that it goes through a full power cycle at least once a month. And knowing myself, I am not going to maintain things in my bob that often. So the fact that this might work in the same way, but just use the batteries that I already have in there and that I'm paying attention to rotating as needed, seemed great to me. Also, because I'm in an urban environment and my plan is not to bug out to the woods, depending on where I go, there might very well be power, at least for a while, depending on the circumstances. So to have the ability to recharge the batteries that I've taken seemed like a real plus. So this was a multifunction option. So this is the main device. It comes with a couple of cables. Let's see if this is all in screen. So let me open this. So you have two USB, and the way you would, I'll first show you putting batteries in. This will take both AA, took me a little while to figure out how to do that. So there's this little thing that you have to push up to get the AA in there. And push down for the AAA. They don't recommend that you mix them this way, but I wanted to just demonstrate. I hope you can see that. So you have 4 batteries, the same type of battery in there. Then you have a cord, has 2 USB connections, so it can go right in here. And to charge it, you can plug this into a computer or an AC adapter for USB to charge the batteries. It also has this additional plug, and it comes with quite a few adapters. That's one I added. So it has the 30-pin adapter for some of the Apple products, and this just plugs, you just push it right in there. And it works like that. It has a mini USB and a micro USB. What it doesn't have, which is typical of almost everything, is the lightning adapter that the new Apple products go with. I've added, it changes a micro USB to a lightning adapter. So I just added this to the kit because I'm working with an iPhone 5, so it needs this adapter. So that's how it works. It works both ways. and that's what comes with it. What I found is my initial hope was that this would be a good part of my bug out bag. Now, I've tried, in my bug out bag, I've decided that I'm only using AAA batteries, so I don't have to have multiple kinds of batteries, and the devices with AAA tend to be smaller. So for my bug out bag, that's what I'm doing. And one of the things that really drew me to this was that it works with AAA batteries, at least it will charge them, which is a, I thought it would work both charging, charging AAA batteries and using them to charge other devices. But what I found when I tried it out with the AAA batteries, it did charge my iPhone 5. I was able to get it to charge, but it got super hot. It charged the AAA batteries fine, you know, from my laptop, but when I tried to use the AAA batteries to charge, it was very, very hot. So that does not seem like a good plan for an emergency situation. When I charged things with the AA batteries, it worked fine. It didn't have that same problem of getting very hot. And this did work for those of you wondering. Some things don't work with the iPhone 5. I was able to get it to charge the iPhone 5 once or twice. I would get the message that some of you will recognize that this is a device we don't recognize because it's not Apple approved. But when I just unplugged it and plugged it back in, it started to work again. So that, it does, for the most part, do what it says it does. And I think it actually technically does not say that you can use the AAA batteries to charge devices. That was just my hope. What I would say is it's a little bit, you might be able to tell online, it's, you know, it's a not very heavy plastic. And I'm not sure how durable this is going to turn out to be. So my feeling is that I don't want to rely on this in an emergency situation. I don't think that would be a great idea. I've also decided it's not going to go in my Bob because of the problem with the AAA batteries. If I had AA batteries in my Bob, I might rethink it a little bit. What I've decided to do is to put this in what I call my lights out box, which is the box I have everything I need for a blackout. I call it a LOB lights out box because I couldn't really go with another Bob. It got too confusing. So I have a Bob, which is the bag, and a LOB, which is my lights out box. And I think, you know, for short-term emergency, like a blackout, that I just want to get all the batteries, get all the flashlights, have a lantern, I have some playing cards in there. This would be fine if it turns out my cell phone isn't charged. I have AA batteries there. If I want to charge it, I can with this. So I think I will use it in that way, but I don't think I would recommend using it in a way that you really need to count on it because it's, I'm not sure how reliable it's going to be. So I hope that was helpful. Review. This again is the Portapow 4 AA USB rechargeable battery, and it will also recharge AAA batteries. Thanks for watching. If you found this interesting, please consider subscribing or liking the video, and I would love to get comments. I'm very new to YouTube. This is just my third video, and I'd love to know if anyone is watching them and who that is. Thanks a lot.